Two-factor authentication explained, the easiest way to stay safe online. In today's digital age, where our personal and professional lives are increasingly intertwined with the internet, the importance of online security cannot be overstated. From social media accounts to online banking, we entrust a wealth of sensitive information to various platforms. But with cyber threats on the rise, it's crucial to take proactive measures to protect ourselves. This brings us to an essential security measure, two-factor authentication, commonly known as 2FA. According to recent studies, over 80% of data breaches involve weak or stolen passwords. This alarming statistic highlights the vulnerabilities we face when relying solely on passwords for security. Fortunately, two-factor authentication adds an extra layer of protection that significantly enhances our online safety. Today, we'll explore what 2FA is, the types available, its benefits, how to set it up, and some best practices to maximize your online security. So, what exactly is two-factor authentication? At its core, 2FA is a security process that requires two different forms of identification before granting access to an account. The first factor is something you know, like your password. The second factor is something you have, or are, such as your smartphone, an authentication app, or your fingerprint. For instance, after entering your password, you might receive a text message containing a verification code. You'll need to input this code to successfully log in. This extra step ensures that even if someone has your password, they cannot access your account without the second factor. This dual-layered approach makes it exponentially harder for hackers to infiltrate your accounts. You felt it? There are several types of two-factor authentication that you can utilize. Let's take a closer look at the most common ones. This is perhaps the most widely used method of two-factor. After entering your password, you receive a text message with a unique code that you must enter to verify your identity. While this method is convenient, it's essential to be aware that it can be vulnerable to certain attacks, such as SIM swapping, where a hacker tricks the mobile carrier into transferring your phone number to their device. Authentication apps like Google Authenticator and Authy generate time-sensitive codes that are unique to your account. After entering your password, you simply open the app and enter the code displayed. This method is generally more secure than SMS codes because it doesn't rely on your phone number and is less susceptible to interception. Biometric authentication uses your unique physical characteristics, such as fingerprints or facial recognition, to verify your identity. This approach is becoming increasingly popular on smartphones and laptops, as it offers both convenience and a high level of security. Lastly, we have hardware tokens, which are physical devices that generate codes. Users must plug these devices into their computers or connect them via USB or NFC to authenticate their identity. Hardware tokens are often used in corporate environments for heightened security, especially for accessing sensitive information. Benefits of two-factor authentication. Now that we understand what two-factor authentication is and the different types available, let's discuss the benefits of implementing 2FA in our online lives. The primary advantage of 2FA is enhanced security. With two-factor authentication, even if a malicious actor manages to obtain your password, they would still need the second factor, like your smartphone or fingerprint, to gain access. This significantly reduces the likelihood of unauthorized access to your accounts. Knowing that you have an additional layer of protection provides peace of mind, especially when conducting sensitive transactions like online banking or shopping. You can feel more at ease when entering personal information knowing that your accounts are better safeguarded. 2FA gives you more control over your accounts. Many platforms send notifications about suspicious login attempts, allowing you to act quickly if something seems off. This proactive approach empowers you to monitor your account activity more effectively. For businesses, implementing two-factor authentication is often a requirement to comply with various regulations aimed at protecting sensitive data. By using 2FA, organizations not only safeguard their data, but also avoid potential legal repercussions, as it was before you enabled two-factor authentication. Enabling two-factor authentication is usually a straightforward process. Here's how you can set it up on some of the most popular platforms. 1. Go to your account settings. Start by logging into your account and navigating to the Settings or Security section. 2. Look for security options. In the security settings, look for the option labeled two-factor authentication or two-step verification. Set 1-5. Find two-factor authentication and follow the prompts. Follow the on-screen instructions to enable two-fa. You may be asked to choose your preferred method: SMS, authentication app, or biometric verification. Setting up two-fa typically takes only a few minutes, but the protection it offers can save you from countless headaches and potential financial loss down the road. It's advisable to enable TWA on all your important accounts, including email, social media, and banking. Best practices for two-factor authentication. While two-factor authentication provides a robust layer of security, there are some best practices you should follow to maximize its effectiveness. Always pair two-fa with strong, unique passwords for each of your accounts. Consider using a password manager to generate and store complex passwords securely. 3. Choose the right TOFA method. When selecting a TOFA method, consider the security level of each option. Authentication apps and hardware tokens are generally more secure than SMS codes. Make it a practice to regularly review your account activity. Look for any unfamiliar logins or suspicious behavior and report it immediately to the respective service provider. Ensure that your recovery options, such as backup phone numbers and email addresses, are always up to date. This will help you regain access to your account in case you lose your primary TOA device. In conclusion, two-factor authentication is a simple yet effective way to bolster your online security. By requiring an additional verification step, you can protect your accounts from unauthorized access and enjoy a safer online experience. Remember, the digital world can be unpredictable, but with two-fa, you have a powerful tool at your disposal. Facebook. If you found this information helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more tips on staying safe online. Remember, your digital safety is in your hands. Let's make the internet a safer place together.